Weather is what's going on around us outside all the time. Let's learn about different kinds of weather today with the Super Kitties. I am the sun that warms the earth. I am a big bright star. My rays shine down as you play on the beach. They travel oh so far. I am the rain that falls from the clouds all the way to the ground. I water the plants and fill the oceans. Pitter-patter is my sound. I am the snow and I'm very cold. I make the ground sparkly white. With me you can build a snowman or have a friendly snowball fight. I am the wind that blows the air through the forest trees. When the leaves are ready to fall, I carry them along in the breeze. I am a cloud that floats overhead, sunshine or in the rain. If you look really close, you will see fun shapes and maybe even spot a plane. Now let's learn more about weather with our Super Kitty friends. Let's check out how much we can learn. Look out of a window and up to the sky. What do you see? Maybe a cloud, maybe it's raining. There are all types of weather. All around the world, lots of different weather is happening right now. There might be a streak of lightning crackling from a storm, or soft feathery snow, wild winds, or scorching sunshine. Who knows, maybe even a twisting tornado. It all happens in a thick blanket of air around the earth. A lot of our weather is made by the sun. The sun heat beams down, warming up our planet. The heat gives tiny water molecules on the sea's surface enough energy to separate from each other and rise up to the sky. That is called evaporation. It's colder up to the sky, so the molecules join together again to make little droplets of water. These gather together to make clouds. Clouds come in all different kinds of shapes and sizes, big and fluffy or streaking. Sometimes water droplets gather together closer to the ground, and this can make thin, wispy mist, otherwise known as fog. Brr! On some chilly winter days, the water droplets in the clouds freeze into ice crystals. These join together to make snowflakes. Snowflakes are actually made up of see-through ice crystals, but light shining through them makes them look white. Some snowflakes look like feathers, some have straight flat sides, and some look spiky like stars. Sometimes so much snow falls it blocks the roads and we need special diggers to clear a path. Snow and very strong wind together makes a blizzard. The drops are too heavy to stay in the air, so they're going to fall as rain. If lots of rain falls, rivers might fill up and overflow their banks, flooding the land. When it's very cold, the water droplets freeze into tiny balls of ice. They bash into each other, making sparks of electricity. This whole cloud flashes, and it's called lightning. Sometimes lightning leaps from a cloud into a crackling streak across the sky. Kaboom! As the clouds grow smaller and spread apart, the rain falls more gently. If it's sunny and rainy at the same time, you might even see a rainbow. Most of the rain soaks into the ground and trickles into rivers and drains and eventually flows back to the sea. If you're very lucky, you might even see two rainbows, one right above each other. Hold on to your hat. It's a windy day. Gusts of wind sway the trees and scatter leaves. But what is wind and why does it blow? Well, wind happens when warm air rises and cooler air sweeps in below. Wind can be light breezes that rustle leaves, or strong gusts that shake trees, or fierce gales that send tiles tumbling from roofs. But hold on a sec. Wind can actually be useful too. It scatters seeds from trees and flowers, helps boats sail, and it can also be used to create electricity. An actual renewable electricity that is really good for the environment. The strongest wind is called a hurricane. Hurricanes begin as huge swirling storms over the sea. Then they sweep over land, causing chaos. Sometimes strong whirling winds called tornadoes suck things off the ground as they spin around and around. Tornadoes are also known as twisters. We learned all kinds of interesting facts today about the weather. Now, let's see what you remember by playing a fun Guess the Fact game. Do you guys want to play with me? Okay, let's go. If we get weather where it is sunny and raining at the same time, what might you see in the clouds? Take a guess. Did you say a rainbow? Excellent job! Here comes your next question. This is a true or false question. You say true if you think what I am saying is true, and you say false if you think the statement that I make is not true. Okay, ready? Snowflakes are not actually white. They're made of see-through crystals that just makes them look white. True or false? What was your guess? If you said true, then you are correct. Are you ready for your next question? True or false? A lot of our weather on Earth is made up by the sun. True or false? Yes, that's true. The sun affects a lot of the weather that gets made. You guys are really good at this. You were paying close attention, weren't you? Okay, here's our next question. What happens when the water droplets in a cloud get too heavy? What is your answer? Did you say they fall to the ground as rain? Excellent job! I thought that was the hard one. You're really good at this. Okay, coming up is our second last question. That means there are 2 more questions for you to answer. True or false? Wind is created when warm air rises. True again. Wind is created when warm air rises and cooler air sweeps in below. Okay, coming up is your last question. I hope you get this one right. You've done really well so far. True or false? Clouds come in all different shapes and sizes. Let me hear your guess. Shout it out. Yeah! That's right. It's true. Clouds can be long and streaky, or they can be big and puffy and fluffy looking. You did great today. That's our last question, but I had a lot of fun reading, learning, and playing with you today. I hope you'll join me next time for another learning video. Bye for now, guys.